And now with 2 rebounds already, he's 11 shy of Duncan's single-season rebound mark as well. And that's still with a game to go, plus tonight.
I mean, let's just lay it out there. There's a lot of disrespect on this floor. Florida State being disrespected, not getting the attention they deserve as one of the best teams in the...
Dawes. Seminoles by 4 with the basketball. Patrick Williams. Rainbow.
Out for Evans. Standing 3 is short. And Williams the rebound from behind Manny Bates. Boy, there's a lot to like about the freshman Patrick Williams. And for a McDonald's All-American coming in, lacks the ego. Just makes plays.
You know, and Xavier Johnson and Trey McGowan's rightfully so get a lot of the credit, but there was also another freshman last year who grew up, and that was Adis Toney. And he had some big moments as well. Big moments this year, 27 points at Duke, and he's playing great basketball.
Foul. And 5 disqualifications in ACC play alone. As you mentioned, 4 in a row. But the problem there is they don't have the level of depth that you're normally used to seeing along. Back in my day, you know, if I had to square off with you, it wasn't a good situation for you. I gave up the fight game, though. I gave up the fight game, Doug. It's not conducive anymore.
Well, you mentioned back in the day, you know, ESPNU showed one of your games from 25 years ago this morning, and I don't know if your good hands were on display that day.
What do you mean?
On that penetration by Joey Baker, you cannot come off of Matthew Hurt all the way into the lane. That's just too big of an area to have to recover on a closeout.
And he'll make 1 of 2. Rebound hauled in by the Seminoles. Walker going strong. And a kick to the corner, and nothing but...
Blake with a nice finish around a good 45-degree angle, good bounce pass. That's North Carolina transition basketball over the years.
Walker moved briskly through the lane. That ankle looked good there. Trent Forrest from Chipley, Florida. An open 3, and it came from for the lead. They were down 8 just moments ago.
Talking about the last 2 minutes being big, it looks like Florida State's going to work itself up the ball. Momentum on their side. Probably need a defensive stop here. They're going to be deflated if they went in with a deficit.
5 to shoot. Forrest into the corner.
23. As a team, Florida State is 9 of 18 from three-point real estate. Williams
used their strength to their advantage. That may be the first time I've done a game with you in a long time that you haven't mentioned the free throw percentage, and the guy made both.
I'm not the jinx, Mike. They can't hear us. That was Osborne's first attempt of a three-pointer tonight. He made it. 12th made 3 of the season for Osborne in a critical spot. 67-56.
You know, Florida State running some clock.
Williams.
Big enough to guard the guards.
Alvarado tried to muscle it through Osborne.
It ain't easy to do.
Williams, tough ball away. It's good for the fresh.
Ball will remain with Florida State. MJ Walker just 2 threes away from hitting 100 in his Florida State career. Patrick Williams, the sensation.
The kind of defense that we've seen out here out of both teams, that's a pretty good job.
And this guy, Vassell, was the best offensive player in the first half. He gave him a much-needed spark. They just could not score for the better part of 6 minutes, but Vassell sparked them. There's the super freshman for...
Goes down. Rim did not get it away for Justin Smith. My goodness. He is some kind of athlete. Smith was playing well in the first half. Freshman Williams.
Had it poked away, but shows that soft touch.
And you see what he's done, so tremendous job by Leonard Hamilton.
Well, you've had people tell you, if people only knew what kind of shape Florida State basketball was in when Leonard Hamilton showed up.
Yeah, I mean, no doubt about it. Matter of fact, people were surprised when he took the job. You know, why would you go there? Well,
Patrick Williams for two.
Gives up on a play. We've got two of the most respected players in the league in this game. Trent Forrest, Florida State, and Dwayne Sutton for Louisville.
Respected because of the way they play on both ends of the floor. How about Patrick?
Guards are having their way with dribble drives, really beating the Seminoles defenders off the bounce, starting at the top, breaking down the deep.
Way downtown.
Fouls now. Cole Anthony at the free throw line. It's a 1-point lead for North Carolina. I still can't believe Leonard is 71, will be 72.
How can you not say that about me? I'm 80. What you say about me? I'm 80.
Virginia.
6 turnovers in the last 8 minutes of play for the Seminoles.
13 second half possessions. They've turned it over 6 times. And they're shooting just 2 of 9 from the floor. Williams, the hand in his face. Got it.
Wyatt Wilkes, and what they're going to do, though, is keep Pat Williams and keep him at the 3 and then move Wyatt Wilkes to the 4. So this will be an interesting little lineup that they have in right here.
Another turnover, the 13th by North Alabama, straight into the Florida State bench.
And the one thing is that happened just a minute ago was with Pat Williams is when he got subbed out, Leonard Hamilton really kind of got on him a little bit, and you see the freshman respond.
Constantly rotating fresh guys in and out.
Another mock miss. Jonathan Scott turned it loose. Now Florida State feeling it. Big lead. 61-39. They're up 22. Biggest lead of the night. Williams 3. Wow.
What's the difference between Dotson running a pick and roll up top as opposed to anybody else, because they had to honor him somewhat.
He's got fresh legs. Does Cameron Gibson, 15 points. Williams, and the foul.
Big guys seem to lose their shoes at games you call. I don't know if there's a correlation there, but it certainly feels like. Another easy interior. Your ability to overcome them is a part of who you are.
And there have been a lot of significant players who have missed time.
Patrick Williams resulted in a turnover.
Florida State had 13 points in that first matchup as well. He and Terrell Brown both were the leading scorers for the Panthers coming off the bench. And so he's, of course, looking forward to having a big night tonight earlier today, but it actually has done well for Florida State, allowing them to take the lead and gain control over a game where Pitt got off to a great start.
Then they went a little bit cold thanks to the defense and the slam for them to 20. Evans. Baseline cut and a slam.
Reason why Syracuse has a lead is because they have controlled their tempo. 27 points for Florida State here, 5 minutes remaining in the first half. They're a team that likes to get up and down the floor, score at a much faster pace. But that's really, if Florida State scores in this possession, there could be a 4 or 5 point swing with an opportunity that you could have gotten to the free throw line. It ends up being a 4.
The right hand.
I'll tell you what, we've got some guys making big plays in this game. Back and forth. Almost a miscue. Trying to rush the basketball inbounds to Trent Forrest. Forrest able to track it down and handle the trap, but only 15 seconds remaining. There will be a difference of 11 seconds or more at the end of the shot clock. You've got to check out, make sure you get a rebound if you come up with a stop, and try to keep Florida State away from extending this lead.
Walker to the baseline. Williams puts it through.
Is Zion ever going to play?
They're getting back to the basics with him.
He does have problems with how he walks. They're trying to figure that out. Very much on his toes. There's a lot of pressure on his knees, which has been a problem. But man, this dude can hoop. I just want to see him on the court. Or healthy.
Williams, the flush on the baseline.
Can protect it, have ball security, be strong with the ball, and have better opportunities offensively.
A small ball lineup for Florida State to begin the second half, and we just got word. Balsha Koprivica, the 7'1" freshman big man, will not return due to a lower back injury suffered in the first half.
Tremendous. Yeah, he could really hoop, but this team's very talented too. It'll be them and Liberty really the top of the A-Sun when all things are said and done in that conference, most likely.
Osprey picks second in the conference. Baseline now. Williams attacking the goal.
Caught on the opponent because the angles are awkward. They're unique in that regard. He's a tough out.
Good point. Osborne thought about the three, instead uses the dribble to go by his man. Dishes to Patrick Williams.
On the bench, just so you can think of not punishment, but just, hey, sit down and think about what you're doing and then go in and play better, but they really can't do that.
Forced out high, Turner on in. 8 on the shot clock. With the dunk!
Heals another Florida State steal.
Watch the lob right here. Great play. He's had a couple nights. I mean, that time, nice little between the legs, hezzy that time to a pull-up. Big time move.
In addition to Solomon Hunt, it's been Andrew Lewis that's done a really nice job offensively for the Cougs.
For him, Malone Sr. on this Noles club. They're letting them play as the Noles have a big lead, 29-point advantage. So now the Noles can work some clock. Oh, no pass.
Great stuff. Yeah, I like it when, as a coach, you draw up a play in the halftime. I always look to see the execution coming out of a timeout. You know, how a team scores, and that play was run to perfection.
So Western Carolina back in front, 70-68. 3 minutes to play in this game. Nice pass for us to Williams.
Nice place for Northeastern. Yep. It's got a little basketball tradition at Northeastern. Jordan Rowe. Oh, Diana.
Wide open.
Games you call. I don't know if there's a correlation there, but it certainly feels like.
Out for Evans. Standing three is short. And Williams the rebound from behind Manny Bates. Boy, there's a lot to like about the freshman Patrick Williams. And for a McDonald's All-American coming in, lacks the ego. Just makes plays.